coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. He'll look to throw. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the air, May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now here's a throw that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw, it's May. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. We're going to throw May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A throw over the middle taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. T. Higgins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Sam Laporta A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task. Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing here is May. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now he's free at the 35. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's May. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Chase Young. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their back.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Barmore able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is taken at the 23. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. York now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Another run for Gibbs here, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now the first carry here for their running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
19 Sergeant.
They'll look to throw here. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want possessive.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll throw on first down with May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Gibbs straight ahead. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They tried to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. On play action, May. He'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now here is another interception. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball. And there he goes, left side. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Muse. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Bulldozes past him. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right, right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw here. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got it to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but What an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I